Hello everyone, it's me, your boy Like0XXX, and we're here again with some Avengers of Cynder. Dear God, I almost forgot what I was about to say. Um, but really, we are starting Stormblood finally, and now we go beyond the Great Wall. Alphino is a man with a great deal on his mind. Well, let's find out what's on your mind, Alpha Boy.
The question is, how will the Empire respond to the disappearance of Omega and the Primal? Oh, I didn't see you there. Forgive me. Word from Baelsar's wall is proving long in the coming, and my mind cannot help but stray to grim places.
Oh, trust me.
Alphino, a message from the Alliance.
It's about time. Pray summon the others at once.
Yes, sir.
General Uldin reports that his forces have secured the breach in Baelsar's wall.
And what of the Primal and Omega?
There is still no sign of either at this time. He writes that they will begin a more thorough investigation shortly. And, as expected, he wishes to petition the aid of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
As expected.
As expected?
The Alliance's decision to capture a part of Baelsar's wall is open to interpretation.
The wall serves to demarcate Imperial territory, Alamigo included, from the rest of Eorzea. To an observer, the Alliance's actions could be seen as a prelude to invasion.
Indeed. And the Alliance leaders have no wish to be branded invaders.
You're saying they won't fight for Alamigo? Even after everything that's happened?
Not without the consent of her people, no. Make no mistake, Lise. The Alliance is in complete agreement that the Empire must be purged from Eorzea. However, they will not set foot in Gyr Abania until they have formally secured the consent and cooperation of the Alamigan opposition.
They would have us act as intermediaries.
Technically, we are neutral in this.
Precisely. The Scions are uniquely qualified to serve in this capacity. That is to say, Lise's, given her personal connection to the Resistance. Who better than you to broker an agreement between the Alliance and the people of Alamigo? Assuming you are willing, of course.
Of course I am. You know I'd like nothing more.
As for who should accompany you on said diplomatic mission, I had a mind to volunteer myself.
Oh no, I'm going. I'm the one that's going. I always go.
Well, that covers the talking part. But you just know there'll be trouble along the way. Are you available?
I'm always available. I wouldn't be doing this expansion if I wasn't available.
Thanks. It means a lot knowing you'll be there.
I too shall accompany you. Such endeavors are seldom hampered by a surfeit of healers.
Good point. Allow me to offer my services as well. I have spent quite enough time here of late, so I'll be coming. But we will need someone to keep an eye on things. I trust you have no objections?
None, my lady. Gladly shall I continue to serve as caretaker of the Waking Sands, and there keep watch for signs of primal and Ascian activity both.
As capable as my learned friend undoubtedly is, there are some troubles that may prove too much for a single scion, on account of which I mean to stay.
It is settled then. Let us each see to our preparations.
Yes, let us see to our preparations. But yeah, that is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be making our way past the wall. We're going to tear down Trump's wall. So it's finally happening, I'm telling you. But I'm feeling a little bit nervous. Only a bit, mind. I'll be fine once we get going. Hopefully. You remember Magano? I butchered your names, I'm sorry. Don't you? The messenger who brought word of the Griffin's attack on Belzor's wall? Well, she left not long ago, having made a full recovery. If you see her in Gabania, be sure to send my love.
Ready, my friend?
Always ready.
Well then. Tataru, I leave the rising stones in your capable hands.
Yay.
Don't worry, Alphino. I'll see that the place is still standing when you come back.
Mistress Y'shtola has unfolded all. You are bound for Girabania?
Aye. The Alliance would have us make contact with the Alamegan resistance as soon as possible.
It begins then. As soon it shall in Doma, if the gods are good. 'Tis but a pity it must be now. I am sorry that we shall not be present to fight beside you in the battles to come.
You have stood with us countless times, Lady Yugiri. Pray do not apologize.
Then let us thank you instead. You and yours stood with us from the first, when we came to this land as refugees in search of sanctuary. Loath am I to think what might have become of my people, had you not extended to us the hand of friendship. We will never forget. This I solemnly swear.
Much has changed since first you set foot on these shores. Revenant Toll stands as a testament to that. I'm sure your people will manage in your absence.
Indeed. They have built a new home for themselves and no longer need me to shepherd them. The time has come for Kosetsu and I to return to our master, to our home.
I know how you feel. It's time I went home too.
Though our battlefields be 1,000 mounds apart, our purpose is one. Let all men hearken to the clarion call of freedom, of liberation, from Eorzea to the far east, that they may rise up and cast down the curse of Garlemald.
Amen, my brother. Preach to the choir.
Take care, you hear me? When all of this is over, we're going to celebrate. Together. Just you wait.
Oh, we're going to celebrate, and then we got to prepare for something else that's going to happen, because, you know, end of the world. Yeah.
I should like that very much. Fare you well.
1,000 moms apart, yet united in purpose. Let us pray both our endeavors meet with success, shall we then? Wait, not just yet. I knew I'd forgotten something important. Please, could you come with me? Me? What now? Alright, if you insist. I think this is Lisa's first costume change. What do you think? As you can see, I designed it to be light and loose, an outfit tailor-made to the needs of a skilled fighter like Lise. Your work never ceases to impress. Much more of this, and I dare say I may have to stop introducing you as the Scion's receptionist and start referring to you as our permanent seamstress. I love it, Tataru. Thank you. I feel like I take on a legion. Whoa, you're not Tifa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. You're not Tifa. If you were Tifa, then I'd say you could take on the whole legion. I'm glad you like it. And with that, I delay you no longer. Safe travels. But yeah. Holy crap. I think we should be good. For now, I think our health is a little low though. Yeah, we're about 10 for vitality, and I actually have to get my shit repaired. Not lower deck. We need to make a quick pit stop before we begin our next adventure. And that's yours. We'll get better gear. That's caster, so... Will have to be good enough. Now we gotta go here. I am having trouble. Don't mind those side quests I have to do. We're here. All are present accounted for. When you are ready, my friend, pray inform the officer we wish to proceed to Girabania. Yo, send me through. Ah, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We were told to expect you, sir. I summoned someone to escort you to the wall. Send me! I'm hoping they do that map thing for,
I remember crossing the border.
Oh.
Standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow Scions. The warrior of light among us. Behind us, Baelsar's wall cutting the land in two. Freedom on one side, tyranny on the other. Tyranny and the promise of a new beginning. But one that could only be bought with flames and blood.
And title drop. Greetings, Scion. Greetings, Scions. On behalf of the Elysian Alliance, I welcome you to Castrum Orange. Thank you, General. We are relieved to hear that your forces secured the wall without incident. Have the Imperials made any attempt to retake the Castrum since then? None. Save for a few skirmishes between our scouts and their patrols, we've barely any contact with them. But we all know it's only a matter of time before things escalate. As if attacking Baelsar's wall wasn't enough, Ilber summoned a primal right on this doorstep, and Garlemald is not like to let such souls of defiance go unanswered. This was a declaration of war, even if it was not Ilbar's to make. And now we are bound by it, for well or for woe. The Scions stand ready to serve, General. What would you ask of us? As stated in my message, the Alliance would not proceed without the support and cooperation of Alamedan people. We would have you serve as our emissaries and make contact with the Resistance. Consider it done, General. We won't let you down, I swear. Then I'll leave you to it. Godspeed. Ha! Of course, of all the Castra in the world, you walk into mine. Master Garland, what brings you here? A certain missing elegant weapon, and a Dracanic Primal. Omega and Cynder, I think the Shinobi call it. Anyway, we've been studying the trail of destruction, hoping it might lead us somewhere, which it has singularly failed to do. Just like Omega fell to the earth in occupied territory, meaning it may already be in Imperial hands. Even so, it bears repeating that we engaged the stasis systems. Assuming the command was received and executed successfully, the weapon will be of no use to them. Assuming we should hurry up and find it regardless. All the more reason to reach out to the Resistance. If we want to personal into Galambanya, we'll need their blessing. Everyone's counting on us. Let's not waste any more time talking. Nods all around. Here we go. Once again. For freedom and country. Let's do this thing. Alize, what you got to say? If anyone can determine the fate of Cynder and Omega, it's Master Garland. For now, let us remain focused on our current mission. The bridge over the Valentin River has always held great strategic importance, hence the Garland's decision to transform it into a fortified installation. Needless to say, we will not be crossing there. No crap. For Omega not a threat to us all, its effectiveness in subduing draconic foes would seem almost imaginable, but such weapons are doomed to be misused. Let us pray we never have need of its services again. We probably will. I do hope you're not thinking about running off to help Master Galano. It is not your duty to solve all the world's problems, you know. No, it's not my duty, but as in my previous timeline, in another timeline, yeah, I'm probably going to be solving all the world's problems. Please, what you got to say? As you probably heard, there are plenty of factions in the Resistance, so I'm taking us to see the one with the most influence. Their headquarters are located in a place called Ralgos Reach, an old temple to the east of here. Once across this river, I learned a route that should allow us to avoid Imperial patrols. Stick with me and we'll be there before you know it. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a chocobo partner? Ah, don't tell me. This is your first time visiting to this stop? I shall update my register with your name, so you may access this location in the future. Thank you. But before we do anything, can I play Glenn Plate in here though? Yes, we can. Boom. Oh wait, now I actually have to dodge and do all this stuff. Okay. Still with me? Good. From here, we head northeast towards the river. The water's not too deep, so we won't have to swim. Thank God, because Alpha Nova was going to be freaking out. But yep. We're doing a lot of things here. Let's talk to everybody. See, brother, nothing wrong with that. But no one would blame you for donning your fluency aids, just in case. Damn, man. Alexei just called people out like, at a glance, it seems shallow enough. We should not linger out here in the open. Your soul is right, though. We need to cross before the Imperials spot us. Too late. We're going to get spotted by Imperials. The universe likes to fuck with us like that. I don't see any soldiers. Good. Let's cross. You're wondering about the tower to the south? Part of Castellum Madonna. That's what the Imperials decided to call the old bridge after they fortified it. I call it a great big eyesore, honestly. You can see that run banner from absolutely mom's line. They never miss a chance to rub our noses in it, do they? Come on, let's keep moving. Quite literally, it's just like, eyesore much? But yeah, this is one of the DLCs that really makes you hate the Garleans even more. Like, if you didn't hate the Garleans during the base game and during Heaven's Ward, even though they didn't have much presence in Heaven's Ward, so basically if you did hate them already from the base game, sorry, then yeah, this is just gonna make you hate them even more. So the reach lies beyond, but I do not see a path. Are we there yet? I knew somebody was going to say it. We didn't run afoul of even a single patrol of the pleasant supply, in that there were no surprises. Oh, wait for it. The other shoe hasn't dropped yet. Least did well. It is reassuring You stole. Why you gotta be like that? Everybody hates Lise. Everybody hates Lise. That's even like the other signs don't like Lise. It's just like, oh, Lise can't win for losing. We're here. On the other side of this pass is Rulger's Reach. So you say, but all I see are rocks. Isn't there some sort of trick to this? Indeed, no glamour. Good eye, you stole. I take it they have a talented mage in their ranks, or may have an artificer trained in the modification of glamour prisms? Something like that. The important thing is that it fools the Garleans. Oh, before we go, I don't know if Tatara told you, but my friend Nagago, the messenger who came to the Rising Stones, is a member of this faction. So they know us, and they soon attack us on sight. That said, they can be a bit jumpy, so let me lead the way, and don't go reaching for your weapons or anything. And with a sprinkle of the matching dust, all was laid bare. Seeing it now, I feel rather foolish for not deducing it earlier. I suppose you could disguise almost anything with a crown prism if you really want to. Have you ever used one? Why am I asking? Of course, you haven't. I'm using glamour prisms right now. Joke's on you, Alex. I am using glamour prisms. Let us pray that they are amendable to our proposal. United, we stand to accomplish so much more. Impressive, no? 20 years is a long time for so complex a glamour to escape the Empire's notice. All clear. Let's go. Time to move in.
I remember the old stories. How the Breaker of Worlds came down from on high and cleft the earth with a single blow. Rulger's Reach, a holy place and a fitting home for the Resistance, for the brave and the true, the loyal sons and daughters of Alamigo. They were waiting for us there, men and women whose souls still cried out for what was lost, for what could be ours again.
Why you gotta quote an Ascian with that? Or an ancient, should I say. You'll forgive us all of our precaution, but we couldn't be sure who had crossed the barrier. We see you now for who you are, the scions of the Seventh Dawn. A pleasure to see you again, and Cloud in the store, without whose help I might not be standing here today, at least not so soon. So you really came. Never thought I'd see you here, but I'm glad. Glad flashbacks? This temple once was home to the Fist of Rulger, as I recall. Yes, there is no mistake in that statue. hard to feel at ease with a giant statue looking down on you. So, fascinating. A massive 9-pinnacle glamour encompassing the entire valley. I see now how the settlement was able to escape the watchful eyes of Imperial airships. Ordinarily, I shudder at the thought of armed rebels trampling about in an ancient temple of immense historic importance. But Ralguz is the breaker of worlds, so it seems rather appropriate if anything. Good to see Na'ago up and moving again. I wasn't there when she headed home, so naturally assumed that she left too soon. Always overdoing it, that one. Now, I know you would not come all this way unless you had something important to discuss. Oh gosh, and I'm eager to hear what it is you have to say. But let's not do this on our doorstep, eh? Come with me. Gotta attune to all the small aetherites. The Vera have no love for the Imperials. Full glad are we to pledge our blades to the Resistance. Big boy. Get this big boy crystal over here. And Skadoos. Let's go to the last little crystal and we will continue the story. Bada bing, bada boom. You have seen yourself all the aprites are. Ralguz Reach, the landscape is now accessible as a etheric net designation. Words. Hold on, I got it in my glasses. Oh my god. There we go, I can at least see again. Alright, here we are. When we first met back in Shroud, I took you just for another adventure. Like Ralguz, I still can't believe how far you've come. Well, we plan operations here when we're not entertaining important guests like yourselves. And now we talk to the big guy.
Allow me to welcome you once more to Ralga's Reach, our humble headquarters. My name is Conrad Kemp, and I have the dubious honor of overseeing operations here.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Master Kemp. I am Alphino Leveilleur of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, as are my comrades. Before I speak of our purpose here, pray allow me to thank you for sheltering Ida, forgive me, Lys, and Papalymo at great risk to yourselves.
No, there's no need for that. They risked their necks for us enough times. 'Twas the least we could do.
I wanted to, I mean, about the mask and...
Don't fret over that. You're not the first person to take up arms against the Empire under a false name. We'd do the same if we had any sense. My condolences for your loss, child.
Papalymo laid down his life to save us, to give us a chance to make a better future for ourselves. There will never be a better time to drive the Garleans from our lands. But we have to take the lead on this. We can't leave it to fanatics like Ilberd.
More than a few of our people were taken in by his promises. Followed him all the way to the wall. Good men and women who never came back. When Monago told us what had happened, how the bastard had made sacrifices of them for his twisted ritual, by Rolga it filled me with an unholy fury. But what's done is done. Best we can do now is see that it wasn't all in vain.
Oh, trust me, if I had simply pulled the trigger before he could even initiate it, we would not be here right now.
That is why we are here today, sir, to see that some good comes of this tragedy. On behalf of the Eorzean Alliance, we do hereby extend a formal offer of military assistance to the Alamegan resistance.
Do you now? Well, go on then. I'm sure there's more to it than that. So that's the way of it, eh? The Alliance, hoping to avoid a direct confrontation with the superior forces of the Empire, wishes to engage them by proxy with our vastly inferior ones. My comrades and I must confer on your proposal. A moment, if you please.
Of course, Master Kemp. Take all the time you require.
We need to call the other senior members together before we can make a decision. So the Garleans are finally willing to fight, eh? Monago. So, Monago, to be honest, I already know I want us to work together, but we still gotta talk it over with everyone else. I can't imagine that they would refuse, but if they did... No. Still up. So they would have us wait. Very well. Lys, how are you holding up? Papalymo and I weren't entirely honest with you. Though we were sheltered in Little Alameda at first, we did most of our time here, working with Conrad and his people, but you probably guessed that the moment I led you to Uncle Reach, didn't you? Yep. It's not as though we have to stand around here indefinitely, do we? Well, you don't have to stand around there indefinitely just until I accept the quest, which we're doing now. So it would seem we find ourselves with a surfeit of free time. Ah, forgive me. You're free to look around Rogue's Reach. In fact, I would encourage you to do so. It will give you a better grasp of our current circumstances. Thank you, Master Cap. I believe we'll do just that. Let us make the most of this opportunity and assess the resistance capabilities. Free to poke our noses where so we will, eh? I like the sound of that. Well, I already know the place inside and out. I can show you around if you like, Cynder. Great, let's get started. But yeah, so this is the start of the war. Let's do it. I bet you think the resistance is mostly made up of Alamegan Highlanders like me, but the truth is we don't even count for half. We got Hell's Guard from all the way over by the spine in here, and plenty of Seekers of the Sun like Nanaga. There's even some beastmen, or, well, beast women, I suppose, like the one over there. These Anunnaki. They've been with us for a while now. Well, one of the smaller factions, man. The rest won't have anything to do with us. We're no different from the Guardians to them. They mostly keep to themselves, spending all their time crafting. Anatia make the most amazing jewelry, by the way. They use magics to twist metals and crystals into shape you wouldn't believe. With a pity, people hardly ever get to see their work, but the most don't even know they exist. And that's enough about them anyway. Let's take a closer look at the statue of Valgover, shall we? But yeah, I was thinking like about this thing, people, and I'm just like, man, they're like the best jewelry making. Dude, you know who you should go to for your diamond ring. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in Chocobo Porter? Don't tell me this is your first time visiting this stop. I shall update my register with your name, so you may access this location in the future. Alright. Brave, all is partying, isn't it? the breaker of worlds, who guided our ancestors to these lands all those centuries ago. Need I here to tell me stories on stormy nights? You want me to understand, to remember. At the end of the fifth astral era, when the waters rose higher and higher, people all across the Oza beseeched the heavens for a sign, and lo, a burning star appeared in the eastern sky, and led the way to these mountains of God. Those who were saved by His grace pledged to honor and revere Him, to devote themselves to great work without and within. A storm of blood approaches fast. Hell's open, heavens weep, for no one soul's doeth lie beyond reach. The measure lie beyond the measure of His reach. The last part was inscribed on the stone by a monk of the fifth of Raga. A day will come bringing strife and sorrow that none may escape. Waste not the precious hours, but in quiet preparation make strong the body and mind. I don't even know if that storm of blood is finally upon us, but if it is so, I have to believe that everything we've been through, everything that has led us to this point, will see us through to the end. I don't know if... Oh, yeah, like that. My brain is slow today. Oh, sorry. That was a bit melodramatic, wasn't it? Let's keep moving, shall we? Off to the infirmary. This way. Hold on, I need to check something quick. This is the infirmary. As you can probably tell, here's where the resistance healers patch up the wounded and tend to the sick. No matter how carefully we plan our operation, casualties were inevitable. It's something to think about, but it's also important to remember the cost, as Connor would say. We should go. I'll show you the Aetherite Plaza next. And I'm running into barrels. Boom. But yep, this is what we're doing. And I'm inside of her. Oh god. When you see one Aetherite, you see them all, right? Not quite. This one's an older design dating back decades. So when the Fist of Algar was still here. It may look a little different, but it works just as well as any other. Also, you wear the sutures are next, but don't forget to attend to the 8th rite before we go. Alright. My brain is feeling like mush right now. I don't know why. Here. Where's Elise? Oh, there you go, Elise. Hardly surprising where there's word, there's profit to be had. Ah, excellent. There's no shortage of sutures here, and so we have need of their services. Arms, armor, potions, you name it. These folks got it. The resistance would be in a bad way without brave merchants to keep provisions. If you're short on anything, you'll need some repair. These are the people to speak to. Oh, Alphino and Alze are here. Why don't we see how they are getting on? Give me a minute. I'm gonna go get me some caffeine in me, so I'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. I have caffeine in my system. If you need anything to buy anything, now might be a good time. I'm good. Alpha? Always surprising when there's was it? Yeah, so that's just really cute, I would say. Come to take the measure of our friendly neighborhood merchants. They'll bold a lot, that much is plain. If the Imperials found out they were peddling wares to the Resistance, they would be lucky to escape with their lives. It's a gamble, aye, and I admire their courage, but their motives could hardly be said to be altruistic. Here you are. I've been looking all over for you. We finished discussing your proposal, and we're ready to receive you all back at the tent. I sent someone to fetch your stolen cryo, so if you would kindly follow me.
Thank you all for waiting. We have reached a consensus.
Please give me some
I, Conrad Kemp, do hereby accept the Eorzean Alliance's proposal. You must understand, however, that our cooperation comes with certain caveats.
Would it be a war without some caveats?
Those caveats being...
I take no joy in this, just so you know. Were it within my power, I'd offer you more assistance. But the Resistance is far more fragmented than you realize. The men and women in my care belong to but one of many factions.
So
Simply put, I can only speak for the people of Rolga's Reach. Now, I have every intention of appealing to the others, and I expect many will agree, but it will take time, and I cannot guarantee universal support.
Understood. I shall see that the Alliance is under no misapprehensions as to your position.
Much obliged. But that's not the whole of it. As you can imagine, the loss of those who cast their lot with the Griffin left us short on numbers. Some of our most trusted veterans died at the wall, and we've had to fill their posts with the young and inexperienced. Frankly, everything's in a right bloody mess.
Oh, we'd be more than happy to help you get back on your feet. If we're going to work together, we'll be doing ourselves a favor.
Well, there's no shortage of work to be done, that's for sure. We're in dire need of new blood, too.
Ishtola and I could lend a hand in the infirmary. From what I saw, they could do with a few more healers.
Very well. I, for my part, shall return to the Rising Stones. I'm certain there are others among the Scions who would welcome the opportunity to fight for Alamegan liberation.
Is there anything else we can do to help?
I had something else in mind for you lot. Monago and Mefred will tell you more.
Understood. We won't let you down.
Knowing not of what they require, one... Oh wow, this girl looks kind of sexy right here. Surrenderer of Souls. Whoa. Knowing not of what they require, one task is good as the other. Make your choice, Cynder. Raise accomplish, maybe I will use to collect those death. Help my board first. At the risk of repeating myself, it's so hard for me to believe that we met again here, of all places. I reckon you probably don't remember me after all this time, eh? Of course I remember you. I remember all the things. I'm impressed. Give me everything you went on to accomplish, you'd be forgiven for forgetting all about your time in Cornmill. Suffice to say, we didn't forget about you either. Nor the lives you see. As for me, I went to Little Alameda while Galleon was recovering. Gunvold was my former commander and an old friend. I had a lot on my mind. In the end, I decided to disband our unit. I told the men to live their lives as they saw fit. Some chose to remain in Little Alameda, others went to Aldil for work. But as you can see, I chose to come back to Girabami and join Conrad and the others. I've kept busy since then, ferrying people and provisions across the border and back. It's not been easy, but it's been fulfilling. Today, however, we'll be heading to the east into the peaks. Conrad thinks we might have luck finding new recruits in the village of Alcahana. Alcahana? If you're going there, you're taking me with you. Ah, that's right. You're from Alcahana, aren't you, Lise? By all means, we welcome the company. There'll be more to it than just asking around, but we can talk about it on the way. Make your preparations, meet me by the tunnel to the peaks. A friend of a friend in need. Before she tells you of her mission, Ronaldo has a few things she would like to say. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you and your scions again for patching me up after I bled all over the floor. I owe you my life. I won't forget that. Furthermore, it's rude of me to run off and not say a word. It's all well and good me claiming my duties here couldn't wait, but a parting thank you was the very least you deserve. My apologies. And thank you. Now, to business. Commander Kemp entrusted me with a formal reply to be hand-delivered to the Alliance leadership. It covers everything we discussed, as well as detailing the disposition of our forces. What I need is an escort, 1 or 2 men at most, so we can make it through the walk swiftly and without attracting undue attention. Very well, I shall join you in this. General Aldenon commands the forces at Caltrum Alliance. It should be simple enough to see it into his hands. Great! And that's just what I wanted to hear. When you're ready to depart, meet me at the path leading out of the reach. Alright. Here we go. Starting our story quest in Stormblood. Having fun riding this motorcycle. Don't know what to talk about, but we're having fun anyway. But wish we had new stuff to play. Don't want to get Skull and Bones because the game got awful reviews. Let us defer to Monago with regards to the route. While we could just we head back the way we came, there could be any number of reasons why we should not. I just say we go back the way we came. Got everything we need? Good, then let us be off. Alright, give me a second. I'm going to be right behind y'all. We're going to just get both of these like started and try to Yida and I were born in Al-Gahana, though I can't say I remember much about it. This tunnel will take us all the way to the peaks. Board a mission for Conrad to Al-Gahana. Clear the barricade, if you would. Aye, sir. Shouldn't take more than a moment. There's more villages there than out here, but also more input. But also more Imperials keeping a close eye on them. we'll need to tread carefully.
I remember the peaks of Girabania, silent watchmen that would stand long after we were gone. We came seeking allies to join us in the fight against the Empire. People who had had enough. People who had suffered every possible indignity. Who had been treated like animals, day after day after day.
This wasn't the work of the Garleans, but Lord his army massacred the Monsters decades ago. By the time the Black Wolf arrived with his legion, it was already over. With glamour in place here too. As you may have noticed so far, as the Imperials are concerned, this is not more than a testament to the savage impulses of a lesser race. Y'all all human! Well, some of them are human, others are elves and other things, but still. God, look at that tower to the southeast. How long did it take them to build it? Southeast. Oh God, it's hideous. It's ugly. Nay, an imperial sight, not to mercy. Alcahana due east. Past the bridge, follow me. It's not much further. Passing the grasshopper. Ow. Ow. Is it really gonna find me all the way up here? I'm about to be like, what the heck? I couldn't have been older than 5 when we left this place. The memories are easy at best. Hear, feel, think, Lise. Milfred. Alright, Milfred, what you got for me? Cutscene! There's a voice, though. You can rest easy. We made it. This is Algana. Feels strange coming home like this. I always imagined it would be. Oh, sorry. That has nothing to do with why we're here. We need recruits. Aye, we do. But as I said back at the Reach, it's a little more complicated than just asking for volunteers these days. As you know, we're short-handed because many of our people were taken in by the Griffin. Promises and went on to that wall never to return. Just wasn't them, though. Folks from all over, including some of my former comrades, answered his call to arms. As to why we came to this particular village, it's rumored that Algana lost a few youths as well. If there's truth to that, then there could be others sympathetic to the cause. Then again, after the Griffin's betrayal, they may be suspicious of outsiders claiming allegiance to the resistance, and rightfully so. So, with all that in mind, how are we supposed to convince them to join? I mean, I knew it would not be as simple as getting a speech from the village square. Not if you don't want the place to be burned to the ground, no. You might as well piss in the Viceroy's eye. We'll need to be a good deal more circumspect than that. You never know when an Imperial spy is listening. We must speak with the Elder first. I know for a fact he can be trusted. We'll listen to what he has to say and decide what to do after. Sounds like a plan. Let's hope there's still some brave men and women here willing to fight. Silently nod. Rockford, the village elder, is over by the sewer. No time like the present. Let's have a word. Don't know you, traveler. Don't know you, traveler. You're a merchant? Will not find much customers here. Greetings and well met, Elder. Sincerely apologies I did not send word ahead of our arrival. Too long have I been away from Algana. I would know of your recent troubles. You are comrades of Mifrid, I see. Speak on, though I suspect I know your purpose. The Griffin came with many men and left with many more. such is the rumor. Is it true? He lit a fire in their hearts and then dangled a dream in front before their tired eyes, and now you've come to steal away what few remain. The Griffin was a traitor and a madman. We had no part in his schemes. We made an agreement with the Alliance. This time, it will be different. This time, cold comfort to the dead and the ones left behind. How much more must we give before you had your fill? But surely you hate the Empire as much as we do. They took our land, our traditions, even our God, and they demand a fifth of what we got left. I hate the bastards with every fiber of my being. But hate's not enough nailed to it. We can't keep doing this. I'll not tell anyone you came, but you need to go. Now, leave us be and never return. You've got no right to speak to us like that. I got the quarry that was producing barely enough to keep us fed, and that was before half our young men and women went off to die for your bloody cause. So yes, I got every right to tell you to leave my village. No, you don't, because it's my village too, my home. What in the hells are you on? Wait, I know those eyes. You one of Kurt's girls. Lise Hex. And I'm here to take back my homeland. By Ragas, the last time I saw you, I didn't even know you were still alive. I never thought you would come. I almost didn't. My sister never will. Lots of the others won't either. And that's why we got to carry on the fight. You even sound like him. As you say, I got no right to tell you to leave Alcahana it's as much as your home as it is mine. But I say to you again, we can give no more. Yes, I heard you the first time. Let's go. Ow. We didn't come here to fight. Hope I haven't made a mess of things. That could have been handled better, but what's done is done. At least we've been granted permission to stay. I was hoping Ragnar might help us recruit some of his people, but that's clearly what happened. If we're to convince any of them to join, we'll first need to regain their trust. It's risky, and it's hardly subtle, but I say we approach the villagers directly, see what problems they got, and if we can do anything to help. Makes sense to me. Let's split up and act it out. Hard country. Gladys is here, but her mind is elsewhere. You best keep your distance. If you know what's good for you, say your piece and move on. Looking for folks down on their luck? Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor right out, too much pain. and troubles for others. There's a tea what helps with it, though. I need to grind chapel horn and hornbill talent for the blend. Yeah? You'll go and get some for me? Just like that? You need any trouble yourself, so. Death 5,000 rocks. New face and Algana, huh? What would you ask for me then? A stranger and a generous souls beside. Box. There's not more suspicions than a good Samaritan. There's more suspicious than a good Samaritan. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I expect you go about your business with more discretion. Bugging me. You really are here to help, aren't you? Very well, I take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working at the rocks by Grimmy and Inda. He's got something for me. Can you go get it? Consider it done. Right then. Frightened Coral is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He's ought to understand. Well, that's a thing and a half, and this story just... I forgot how depressing this starts out. It's just like... Because of Griffin, you basically start out with everybody literally against you. And it's not even like it's your fault. Like, well, technically it is. I probably could have pulled the trigger with my gun blade a little sooner before he pulled out those eyes. And pop, pop! And we're done. But no, we had to let him talk. We had to let him get his last words in. I'm just like, man, I should have just cut you down and been done with it. But yet, we let him talk. So that's on us. Got that. Okay, we gotta go over there. I don't really care about what's going on right now, but it's just like... What was I talking about? Oh, right. Also, but like I said, yeah, because of like Griffin, you're starting out already kind of playing as the underdog, and it's not even like an underdog where you are like fair, like a fair underdog where it's like, yeah, this is your fault. No, this isn't your fault. Like. But like I said, once again, it comes back to it. Kill him sooner, don't let him talk. But that's a lot of things could be like, okay, if I kill him now, don't let him do exposition. Guess what? I don't have to worry about the aftermath of what's about to happen. But because we let them talk so much, it's just like, great. Yo. Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone else in his stead, but so be it. It's all in that sack over yonder, the bleeding heavy, mind. So be careful when you pick them up. Don't worry, I have infinite stamina and infinite strength. So now we go back to the Gehana, and we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. I have to wonder, how many of y'all gonna be watching the Superman Legacy? I don't know. Like I heard a lot of people are going to be watching it, and then there's like, I don't know, maybe like 30% of the people I asked weren't going to watch it, and then there was like, my friend got like, he said like 70% of the people he asked was going to watch it. I'm just like, dang, I must have ran into a lot of non-Superman fans right there, right? But it's just like, that just came to my mind, and I just was like, okay. But I have another question. Like, y'all know that Phineas and Ferb is coming back. Like, who are y'all hoping to see more of in Phineas and Ferb? Like, is there like a certain character you want to see more of? Or is there someone you want to hear more of? But yeah, so that's one of the things that's on my mind. I got a lot of stuff on my mind, so I might just ramble a little bit today while we're in between missions. And I just skipped all of that dialogue, I'm so sorry. Ah, the new face. You have my leftovers? Yo, here's your leftovers. Well, I'll be. You actually went through and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's salt pepper for making fire sand. In case you were curious what it's all for, the rocks by the lakes got good deposits. It's hard for my brother to pass for any other plodding quarrymen, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side to bundle up and sell to the salters or trade with the resistance. It's a living and a way to fight back besides. Our way of spitting in the galleon's eye for putting our father in imperial uniform and shipping him off some far province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive, even though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if he were caught fighting for the resistance. So this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. And I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. I suppose I just want you to know, is all, that we know why you're here. And that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. There you are, Cynder. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced, seizing up supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much. I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they got left. How's these going on, by the way? You think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. Slowly dying. No, I didn't mean to. And where were you when these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being grounded underneath the Black Wolf's boot? On the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I wager? That's not fair. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends? Denied to help us poor misunfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovel? Leave all of you before you bring a court down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't there, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home, and I love it with all my heart. And if you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. He has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact that I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about El Amigo. Let's go find Milfred. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame him, given what happened at the wall. I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow. I don't know. But if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lise. I ran too. But if I hadn't, I'd never have met Cynder and the rest of you. We might not be here today in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choice, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Help! Someone! Anyone! We need help! I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. Look, the Tribium and the bloody Ratman, damn it all! You there, take a deep breath and tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tribium too soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Quinton attacked. They took my brother and our money. Took him where? Ruins to the south of here. Just an old temple before they came in. Listen, Arkrat's the only family I got left. If I lose him, Ziggurat? If the Redman took him there, he's as good as dead. We got to get after them. If there's even a chance her brother is still alive, we have to try. You should get her hopes up like that. Everyone knows Ratmen eat their prisoners. They ain't getting a chance to eat them. You have got to hurry. The gods only knows what they could be doing to him. We can save him if we hurry. Come on. You're right, Lise. We gotta help them. If not for the missing man, then for the Tribium. The Guardians won't suffer excuses if they're late. We'll go with that. So, Urkrat's being held somewhere at the Ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Quinton bandits. That about covers it then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but they sure be a lot of them. Time to ride. But yeah, so we are basically going to be doing a lot of this mission work and stuff like this. Okay, I just ran right in, see, get seen. Okay. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Hear that? I think it came from the top of the ziggurat. Who dares come to loot our mad flesh? Ours to eat. Ours to eat. We knew it'd come to this. Kill them quickly before they alert the others. Ride up the stairs? Yeah, I can just ride up. What the heck am I doing? I love how it targets things that are like 50 meters away. Yeah, come on. Is that the best you got? Don't worry, man, my friend. We have you. By Ralgas, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I've skin and bones. I hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him. Wait, are you here to rescue me? No, we're here to devour your flesh too. Your sister sent us. It's gonna be alright. My sister... Oh, God be praised. She's safe. And you lot fought your way in here just for me? I think there are still good, brave folks in this world. We should go before the Quorum return in force. Do you still have the tribunum? Oh gods, the tribunum! The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. What? Right now? In your condition? You don't understand. We were giving a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there'll be no telling what will happen to me and my sister. and, like him, are barely considered people under imperial rule. They work hard and pay their taxes, and if they don't, there'll be 7 hells to pay. Beatings, imprisonment, enslavement. And as for your women folk, well, I'm glad we saved him. But seeing him run off like that, I got a bad feeling about this. And now we get to meet the bitch of the East. No, bitch of the West on Eastern. No, technically, Eosa is Europe, so Newland. What would Eosa be in the real world? Now I'm questioning it. Mechanism. Listen, Cynder, I think we need to go after Wakata. Wait, you had better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way or another, they pay another. I know that, and I don't want to interfere. I just want to see that he makes a good choice. If that's some of it, then fine. Let's head down and see what we can pick up after all. But yeah, gotta help our fellow Blueberry out right there. And you spy a chocobo feather. Any luck? Chocobo feather, is it? Aye, by my reckoning it came from one bird. In which case, there's a collapsed bird just around the bend. You held the rocks, stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough. But yeah, it's basically they want to join, but it's just they've been beaten down, had crap knocked out of them, and now they have nothing left. Can they really see us all the way up there in that tower? I wouldn't be surprised if they could. Any minute now, I expect he'll be coming around the bend, and hear that? Get to cover, quickly now.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What?
You there! Halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, no, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
Oh, this just makes me want to hate them even more.
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
This is why I hate the Garleans. Even though what you learn in Endwalker, I still have no love for the Garleans. There will always going to be that small amount of hate because of this.
Think you can kill them all, including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor, assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
Oh no, so I'm pissed too, Lisa. You ain't alone.
But it isn't fair.
Life ain't fair.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this god's-forsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Alan Egans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit! And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
And now, this might also, like I said, this was just the first thing that kind of made me hate the Garleans even more. And that it's just like, oh, you hate your own people. Why? Because they don't want to lay down and die like you did? They don't want to bend the knee? How is that their fault for not wanting to bend the knee? For the fact they want to actually stand up and fight for their freedom. And this is why I kind of always have this kind of hate for the Almegans that join, and then they come running back once they realize the Garleans lost. And then they come running back saying, oh, I always wanted to resist. And it's like, bitch, you were eating out of the hand and were cuddling up with them. You settled. You don't get that. In my eyes, you don't get to be like that. We could have done something instead of just letting it happen. At least, as I want to too. I wanted to go over there and literally just cut them all down and be like, start kicking them while they're down. Like, how do you like it? But at this moment in time, we don't have that kind of manpower. We don't have that kind of power right now. Pisses me the hell off too. I heard their commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. Tears me up inside to know our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. But that's they made their choice, and if it comes down to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. You might want to get in line because I'm about to cut down every single one of them before you might get the chance. Homeward bound, Mithrid has no wish to linger unnecessarily. Man, I don't even want to linger necessarily. I'm pissed. Wolfcraft's alive. Trivium's been paid. That's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We best get back to Al-Gaha and tell Rackford his man got job done. Like I said, all I want to... Like, I hate that bridge. I hate that... Oh, I forgot to tune to that 8th right. Well, buck me. Great. And now I can do anything. Now I have to fight this. This is the one thing I like about being with the levels. I don't have to deal with cannon fodder. But yeah. So we gotta deal with all of that. Can't jump around that. God, come on. There we go. But yeah, so it's just, I hated her. I still kind of do hate her. But, like, this just kind of shows you how far the Garleans are willing to go. And I'm just like, oh, I should have let y'all freeze to death. What? Like, I'm like, when I saw what happened, when you see what happens in Endwalker, and part of you is just like, Garleans are getting what they deserve. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Laska told me everything, how you fought with the clan and saved his life. For all the good it did. We saw what happened when he met with the skulls, how they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. I reckon you could have. Mithrid the warrior as your comrade. And you're strong like your father, that much is plain. But I thank Grogger you did not. Because it would not have ended with them. Wolfcraft and his sister would have been brave insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more that can be said for God knows how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day. That's right, you grit your teeth, and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit, I was quick to judge you, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do, but I'm telling you, God's in the heavens is my witness that we got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. He may say it, but she doesn't mean it, nor would I expect her to. Her father was as stubborn as an ox too. If she's set on walking the same path, I pray she won't follow it to the same end. Well, she took it better than I anticipated. which isn't saying much, I suppose. Just to go see if she's alright. I mean, I understand where she's coming from. It's just like, but you also have to see it from their point of view. You sent people, and they all went and died because of an idiot. But they believed they were with you all. So it's just like they gave everything they had to this cause, and then guess what? Because of an idiot, we now have lost their trust. And they had lost so many of them. So it's just like, I understand where it's coming from. It's just like, you were beaten down, you saw hope, and then that hope was once again crushed before your eyes. And now you have nothing left. You don't want to rise from that pit anymore. You just want to lay there and let it be. It's better to lay it and let it be than try to rise from the pit, because guess what? Every time you have risen from that pit, it has done nothing but bite you in the butt. Sorry about running off like that. All Negans terrorizing their own. I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know. I didn't expect them to storm a castrum with pickaxes and shovels, or wherever it was, nor did I expect Orko to just lie there in the dirt when they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place, or even my fallen father's face. But I remember Yada's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and the look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home. But not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? Aye, that I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. Just wasn't my place to do so. And I'm sorry. All that rubbish I sputtered about how I loved my village. But when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Wesser, but you did. Made me feel like a bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you will have me. You're asking to join the resistance. When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know who've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us. We're not home more like you lot, but if your heart bleeds for Alamigo, that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Orko's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Still think this isn't your home? No. No. I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission concludes. Let us return to the Reach. Alright, it's been a minute and I need to refuel my cup of water. So, I'll just reach. No. And I shall be right back. I'm sorry that took so long. I need to take care of some stuff. And it took way longer than it should have. So, quite literally, oh my god. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, well, nevertheless, managed to attract some new recruits, and it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It has been humbling and troubling too. I've heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I've seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'll think of them myself if our paths ever cross the battlefield, but when, not if. That day will come, Lise, and you can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscripted, citizen, Garlean, Alamegan, none of that matters. They all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours. Especially when they're beating down on you, blade in hand. Saying that I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one, at least your father certainly was. Right, then I'll be beginning preparing for these new recruits, and Lise, it's been a pleasure. Oh god, I actually have to stop now. I really want to continue, but I gotta get some other stuff done. I hate that. So, okay, we'll complete this mission, story mission, and then we'll try to finish this quest, and then I gotta go. Gotta love it when people call you and say you need to do this, that, and the other, and they know you're doing something, and then they somehow mess things up even further. But yeah, so I'll try to complete this as fast as I can. Alright. No time for talking to Alexei. Alright. Quiet. Hear that? That's a cerulean engine backfiring. Imperials. Good gods. You have pretty natural senses. I didn't even think. When you grow up hunting in these lands, you learn to discern the sounds that could mean life and death, be they predator or patrol. From what I'm hearing, we have a 7-man patrol augmented with a single Magitech armor, wide search pattern, divided into 3 teams. I don't think they know we're here. It's risky, but we should split up and take them on by surprise at the same time. We don't want them calling for reinforcements. 3 teams, 3 of us. Nothing for it then. Where are they? Heading north. You should see them long before they see you. I'll deal with the ones to the south. The armor should be just to the west. Cynder best equipped to deal with that. We attack in 5. That should be enough time to get into position. Rendezvous on the west bank after. Any questions? No? Then good luck. I don't know if this giant turkey turns around. Actually, I'm taking out the giant turkey. Screw that. Now we wait for the enemy. And there we go. Oh my god. It looks like everything went to plan. Not that I'm surprised. The 3 soldiers I faced they put up onto the fight. Most of the Imperials we get out here are conscripts from other provinces with little training and even less conviction. It's grim work, killing men and women like that. But don't doubt that they'll do the same to you if their roles were reversed. And don't you dare pity a man in armor. Conscripted or no, a soldier piloting one of those can kill a dozen good men in the blink of an eye. Not that I need to tell you that after what happened at the war. Man, why you gotta bring that up? I'm pleased to report the Empire has sought 3 soldiers. Not that any self-respecting leaders would be sorry to lose them. Nope. But I think this is where we're going to have to cut it for today. I've been me, you've been you, and we will continue this on Thursday. So I will be seeing you then. Ta-ta for now, boys and girls and non-binaries and everything else in between.